already got snow, and that ain't from the big storm, which is about to hit here at about 1 o'clock. Me and Mike are on our way to Raleigh, North Carolina. But we are trying to outrun the big snowstorm that's getting ready to hit. And hopefully they'll have things cleaned up before we get back. Topped off some fuel. Now it's time to get to Raleigh. Now, one of the things I have always done on this channel is go to expos. They really are the reason why my channel started growing to begin with. One of the things that I've never understood about a lot of other YouTubers, maybe some of them just don't have to grow their audience, but I do. And I also enjoy going to these expos because you can meet a bunch of companies, you can meet a bunch of cool people, which is how a lot of you became geeks. So we have made it. We are in the room. It is Friday. You know, like I said earlier, one of the best things about doing these shows really is you geeks, getting to see you guys. And one of the things that I really want to stress to you upstart young channels, everybody wants to be sponsored or work with. And listen, I'm just going to tell you right now, anybody that tells you otherwise, they're lying. I don't care if I get sponsors, they're lying. Just trust me on this. But you're better off working with the small companies. Ledgehead Lures, big shout out to them. Still use them, still love them. To this day, invited me to work an expo with him. And it changed the trajectory, if I'm saying that word right, of my channel. Find those local guys that like to go do the expos. Go work for them for free. Meet people. Networking is one of the most important things that these expos provide. Rain, sleet, snow, and now sunshine. We made it to the Raleigh Expo. Let's go in. Hey, I run into these two awesome guys. Before we even made it into the show, introduce yourself.
Hey, how's it going? This is Antoine Moore Jr. with Gorilla Squad Bass Fishing. Got my dad over here. Awesome. We out here hanging out in the good old town of Raleigh.
Yeah.
As you can see, it's a little chilly, a little icy. But hey, you gotta love it. You gotta be crazy. You gotta be crazy for this stuff to make it out here.
Tell us where you can find, what was it, Gorilla Squad?
Gorilla Squad Bass Fishing. Yeah, we make baits. We do a lot of trout stuff right now. It's really popular right now. We're trying to grow the rod base and, you know, get them out there to all over across the state. And you can hit us up at GorillaSquadBassFishing.com or check us out on Instagram, and we do custom colors. And hopefully we'll get some in your boat one day.
There you go. You geeks know I love my custom colors, man. Thanks for hollering at me.
Man.
Appreciate it. Pleasure meeting you guys.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. All right, so we've got our tickets. We're in the door. One of the greatest things about going to these expos is finding those small bait makers who make those really unique baits. Let's go in and see what we can find at the Raleigh Expo. Remember Faithful Baits. I'm going to let him show you some of the new stuff and some of the cool stuff we found talking to him last year.
Hey guys, Brandon with Faithful Baits here at the Raleigh Fishing Expo this weekend. I want to kind of go through a couple of quick products with you. First product I'm going to go over is one of our headache jigs, probably one of our biggest sellers. This is a new color we have this year called the Mossy Crawl. Something good for the light color waters. If you haven't used one of these, you need to try one. You will absolutely love it. It's one of our biggest sellers. Something different, something they're not used to seeing every day. When they hit the bottom, they will actually stand up like a shaky head, and they all have live rubber skirts on them, so in the water they just sit and pulse in the water. So there's something different they're not used to seeing. One of our new products we are carrying this year is what we're calling the Pinpoint Minnow. Really good for drop shotting and live scope action. Something different there. This is a couple of our spinnerbait colors, new colors we are doing this year. This one's called Midnight Special. Midnight, dark color, dark water, big number 6 thumper blade, so it makes some serious night sounds. This is a new color we're doing called Phoenix Fire. We've got a lot of new colors and stuff this year, so check out our website and come check us out here. We'll be in Richmond next weekend and then the East Tennessee Fishing Expo the following weekend. Check out our website, Facebook page, and come see us at one of the upcoming shows, guys. Thank you.
All right, man. Thanks.
Appreciate it. Thank you, brother.
Appreciate the gear. We appreciate you taking the time to talk with us. Let's go see what else we can find. Hey, we run into some more awesome geeks. This is why I come to these shows, because you make good friends and networks. We've talked to this guy probably 100 times down here in Raleigh, and I'm going to let him introduce himself and shout out anybody he wants to.
Yep, so my name's Anthony Horton. I'm pro staff with Deep Creek Lures. We are actually the very first booth that you walk into when you come to the show. I also run my own social media channels of Bass Roots Fishing, so you can find me on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, all under Bass Roots Fishing. Make sure to come check us out. We are the very first booth, and we got 2 new baits that just came out this year. We got the Wise Whacker, which is a bait Jesse Wise, who fishes an MDFL tour, just designed, as well as we got the new Baitfish Junior, which is a little 3.5-inch swim bait. Awesome. So make sure to come check us out. We do got a bunch of new colors as well. So
now shout out that YouTube channel,
Bass Roots Fishing.
Bass Roots Fishing.
Right now.
There you go. Thank you, man.
Good seeing you, brother.
Appreciate you. Good to meet these people down here. Good to hang out with them. Good to see them every single year. So make sure you get out to those local expos. You'll find good stuff and good people. Hey, just run in to a couple of the Bass Geeks here at the Raleigh Fishing Expo. Introduce yourself, guys.
Brian Flannery.
Tim Flannery. Go Bills.
Flannery. Y'all ain't got some family up in around Southwest Virginia, do you?
No, probably Kentucky-ish.
Well, it might be close. Like my mother's maiden name is Flannery, and so that's pretty cool.
Very good.
That's pretty cool. All right. Well, you guys want to say hi to anybody?
All the Bass Geeks out there.
That's
Bass
all right.
Geeks.
Well,
Should be here.
That's right. You should be here. Well, guys, I appreciate you supporting the channel.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate you watching, if I can say it.
That's right, yeah.
And by the way, go Bills.
Go Bills.
Todd, that's for you. Now, we've got the owner of Bis Bait here. See, he's always working. He's always talking to people. And we're going to get him to show us 3 of his hot new items at the show here. But we want to let him make a sale first.
What's going on, guys? Brian with Bis Bait here. A couple things we can tell you about here at the show and other shows we're going to. First thing we talk about is our Dizzy Diamond. It's our 6-inch finesse worm. It's one of our most popular baits. We're demonstrating in a tank here. It's got great action, so that's one of our most popular things, so you got to check out. Here at the show too, we have our Phantom Craw. It's a new color for us that guys have been loving. We have it now in our Sassy Stick. It's a very natural orange and brown. It's not as bright and loud as a traditional Alabama craw. So our Phantom Craw has been hot here. And finally, at the end of January, we always do a large Fire Craw custom run. It always does very well, sells out quick if you're familiar with the brand. So we had a limited amount here, and so at the shows throughout the season before the end of this month, we have a big spread of Fire Craw. So we're having a fun time showing everybody that before we drop it off to everybody else. So if you're in the shows, if you're seeing us around, come on by. We're gonna have a lot of fun and show you stuff. You can check us out on our website at bizbaits.com. That's where you're gonna see all these baits as well. So if we see you in person, we can demonstrate. Otherwise, check us out online.
Hey, sir, as always, we appreciate you. Thank you very much for taking the time. We're going to go ahead and go see what else we can find at the Raleigh show. Hey, we just run into a good buddy again. This is somebody that I've hung out with here at this show. We've talked several times. I'm going to let him introduce himself, and I'm going to let him shout out some of his sponsors. Tell you what he's up to right now.
Awesome. Hey, name's Zach. Fishing with a lot of trails here in North Carolina, doing kayak trails. Had a good time fishing some charity tournaments recently, and decided to get back on the trails with CCKF.
All right. So you got any sponsors you want to shout out?
I got a bunch of different guys helping out. Carolina Waters, they're here today doing a lot of awesome stuff, and then Carolina Bass Co. I don't know if they're here today, but really good guys out there.
Awesome. All right, so do you do any sort of social media?
Yeah, you can follow me at Snapback Fishing on Instagram and YouTube.
All right, man. I appreciate you. Thanks for watching the channel, brother. Really do appreciate that. Hey, I'm here with one of my geeks. Again, it's why you come to these shows, is to meet awesome people like this. And he's got a YouTube channel, so I want each and every one of you to go check it out and subscribe. Introduce yourself and tell us what your channel is.
I'm Greg Dudley from Greenville, North Carolina. My YouTube channel is Dudley Fishing _75. I've been doing it for probably about 4 or 5 years now. Competitively kayak tournament fishing for 3 years now. So I've just been starting out good. Trying to get my name out there.
That's what you do, man.
Yes, sir.
All right. Hey, again, go check him out. So Dudley Fishing _75 on YouTube. Go check him out.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, brother.
Appreciate it.
What's going on, geeks? So you've seen a ton of this stuff on the channel. I'm a big fan. Big Daddy Baits right here. He's going to talk to you about a few baits, a couple of them that I am a big fan of. And if you like, you just have to see the hat he gave me. If you like the Spotlight, then you're going to love this long shanked jig head for your jig head minnows. Hey man, what's going on?
Hey geek.
This is Big Daddy himself right here.
What's up?
I mean, look at him, he big dude. I wouldn't wrestle him. I'll just tell you right now. All right, he's going to tell you about a few things that we love to talk about. A couple of really, really good products.
So here we got the first thing we got new is the big hook. Tungsten, made for the Sakamaki shad. Is that how, I'm not sure. Sakamaki shad. I'm not sure that's how it's got a long shank. We got that in 3/16 and 3/8. And then this has been real hot here at the show. This is the new Spotlight shad. Hand tied, got little eyes on him, tungsten. That comes in a quarter and 3/8. And also, if you're a spotlighter, we got some new cool spotlight hats. Spotlighter, BigDaddyBaits.com.
All right, brother, I appreciate you talking to us. Appreciate you making some good baits, especially for us spotlighters, by the way. But anyway, man, make sure you go check them out. Now, tell them where they can find you at.
We'll be at the Knoxville Fishing Show, or anything else you can get at BigDaddyBaits.com.
There you go, BigDaddyBaits.com, and make sure you come out to the Knoxville show. We'll be there too. All right, let's go see if we can find something else, or I'll be honest with you, it's time for a fat boy to sit down and get off his concrete. Appreciate you, man. Alright guys, check it out. Here's Thomas with Fishing the DMV. Now, if you all don't know, we actually both co-host with Brian, who's supposed to be here tomorrow. We're not going to get to see Brian, but we co-host the BassCast podcast with him. But he does Fishing the DMV, so let's come over here and talk to him a little bit. How's it going, man?
Going great. How you doing?
Good to finally meet you in person, by the way. This is the first time we've met in person.
Same.
So, it's your show, man. Tell everybody in the BassGeek world about your podcast and what you do.
My name is Thomas Aarons from Fishing the DMV. I cover basically anything that happens in the DC, Maryland, Virginia, and North Carolina area. If it's a lake, river, or creek, I probably covered it. Whether it's a local guide, a biologist, I just stay in my little area. So just like if you tune in and listen to the Redskins suck every single weekend and you complain about it, I am here for you. I am your therapist. Why is the Potomac River bad? Why do they have tournaments? Do we want snakehead? That's what I do each and every week.
Listen, geeks, I watch this podcast a lot. You should too. This is where we got a lot of the information, is his podcast that he did an interview with the Texas, whatever they're called, DNR, whatever they want to call themselves. But yeah, he did the interview. We pulled it from him. Of course, we got his permission. We didn't want him beating us up or anything. But make sure you go check out Fishing in the DMV, brother. You're doing a fine job.
Thanks
But wait
so much.
a minute. What are you doing here? What are you doing at the show, and what will he be doing at Richmond next week?
I am bringing live coverage of each seminar, the Raleigh Fishing Expo and the Richmond Fishing Expo as well. I'm basically chained to this desk, and I have my people go out there, and we're trying to get as many people to have a booth at these expos to give them a chance to shine. There are so many people that cover the elites and all the people that are the upper echelons, but not the local guy, the guy that's just trying to just make a living doing this. So check out my channel just to find a bunch of the sneaky little stuff that maybe just a mom and pop are just bringing to the marketplace. So it's a lot of fun.
And that's why he's my friend right there. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, boss.
All right, let's go find some other stuff, see what we are going to waste money on. I mean, spend money on. Again, geeks, this is why you come to the expos. You get to meet, re-meet, hang out, make connections with important people like this gentleman right here. Now go ahead and tell everybody,
Yeah.
introduce yourself and
Benny Hutchins, I'm a local,
Yeah.
and just see him on YouTube and have kept up.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
So you first off, you want to shout anybody out? You want to say hi to anybody?
Caleb Dunning.
Well, hey Caleb, we appreciate you. If you ain't watching, you should be.
Yeah, he should be coming.
Oh, he's going to be around
Yeah.
here. So if you just get here, you're
Yeah.
just strolling,
Yeah,
kind of looking.
I am making my first pass,
Nice.
taking notes.
Have you seen those? I'll just give you a little heads up. There's some really cool nasty baits. They come out with a.
I did see it. Yeah, almost everything
Yes.
is like a jerk bait.
And they've got a small one, which is great for those suspenders. And they've got a square bill that sinks a little bit slower, and you can really work it over top of brush and stuff.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it definitely caught my eye.
Biz Baits has got an exclusive for the show, and gosh, I don't know. We've seen so much stuff. You know, just y'all watch the channel and you'll see it all too. So.
Yeah, it's busy.
It is busy. I didn't expect it to be this way because you know the snow and the ice.
Yeah, and last year, Caleb and I saw you over here
over
near the
at-
boat.
yeah.
And I'm sure you remember that.
I do
And,
actually. As soon as I seen you, I went, I know
Yeah.
him. So, I'm bad with names,
Yeah.
but I'm good with
And
faces.
he was with you too.
He was,
Yeah,
yeah.
y'all weren't actually filming. I just happened to see you.
And you didn't come over and say hi?
Absolutely. Oh, I did.
You did,
Yeah.
yeah. I've been to this show so many times now, I don't know exactly what year I've seen
Right.
everybody.
Well, this is I guess my third time.
year?
I started back fishing out of a kayak about 4 years ago, and had never targeted bass. I just went fishing.
Yeah.
And man, I am
It's
deep.
a learning curve.
I am deep into this stuff now.
I always tell people, if you want to go broke, take up bass fishing.
Yep.
And the truth is, hard drugs are probably cheaper.
And less accessible.
Yeah.
But
less accessible. That's
I'll
the
tell you,
truth.
the first time you hook one of those big girls,
It is a hard drug.
You ruin it.
Yeah.
Absolutely ruin it.
It's one of those things. I had somebody tell me years ago that it's a non-transferable feeling. So any of you guys that don't fish, or any of you wives that are sitting out there, guys, I'm sorry. Some of you might not want to drag the wife out with you. I understand. But once she hooks a fish, trust me, you'll be spending twice as much money.
yeah, I've always loved fishing. But I went when I could.
I
My
understand.
buddy brought it
Yeah.
up, and now it's like,
Let's go.
ready. But I'm glad I was hoping to see you while you're here. I saw you
awesome.
live after the fact when y'all were driving up yesterday.
So, yeah, we just come down. We come down for today and yesterday a little bit, and today. And we're gonna leave probably 5-6 o'clock tonight. Try and get back at least across that mountain before it gets too dark. We'll see what happens.
Yeah,
there.
a lot of moisture out there right now. But it's good to see you. Good to see you.
I trimmed her up a little bit.
I noticed.
Thank you, honey. She's the one that did it. Thank you.
Happy New Year to you.
Hey, you guys remember last year, this gentleman showed us some pretty interesting baits. Now, he's got a new play on that bait, and I'm going to let him show you that. And just as a reminder, we'll let him show you what he showed us last year, too.
Right.
All right.
What we had last year was the nasty, the original thing. That's what put us on the map, guys. And then mid-year through the season, we came out with the little nasty. So a lot of guys didn't see that because I didn't get it till I went to the classic.
I didn't see that.
Right. This is a sneaky bait where we can almost like snipe it to the fish because they don't know it's coming. Sink it to the fish and just twitch it. A lot of big crappie. I caught a lot of big bass with it. Don't let it fool you because it's little. It catches a big one. So we came back this year with the all-in. It's a square bill. No other square bill is going to do the SOB stand on bottom for you. This can. Traditional cranking, we're going to get 7 to 8 feet. We're using forward facing, so this is geared for forward facing. We can see the structure in 10 feet, 12 feet. Pause it, let it get to that depth, crank it to the structure. Now we don't have to keep cranking, we can just hop it, shake it in the structure. That's where the extra strike's coming from that you're not going to get on a regular crankbait. Then we also made a deep diver. It's got a transfer weight in, one knock in them. That's going to get you 10 to 12. You need to go deeper, let it go. Same concept. We're going to show you what the square bill does in the tank here. Oh, I'm going to show you right here. Check out the square bill. So we slow the sink rate down so it doesn't sink as fast as the nasty. Quench it, you can let it stand. It's going to stand on a rock just like the nasty did. What other square bill is going to give you that right there? It's all in right there. You got to be all in to win now, right? But we got different colors. We got 15 different colors here. Crawdad's one of my favorite here. Of course, we brought the Fire Tiger for your old school guys like me. That's my go-to every time with muddy water. That Fire Tiger is always going to be in my lineup. Every time I make one, I'm going to have a Fire Tiger color.
Hey man, thanks for showing us these extremely unique baits, man. Those are awesome, and I'll tell you what, I cannot wait to pick up some of these. Tell us where they can find you online.
We'll go to thenastylure.com. I'm going to be in Virginia next week, Tennessee, then we're going to go to Pennsylvania, then we'll be at the Classic in Texas, guys. So hopefully we can see you guys at one of the shows.
All right, man. Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.
All right, let's go look around and see what else we can find. I don't know if it'll match up to that or not. Actually in front of the cashing booth, and we run into another awesome geek. Now this is the first time I'm meeting him. I'm gonna let him introduce himself, and he's got a up and coming YouTube channel. Go ahead.
Hi everybody. My name's Steve Ollis, and my channel's my name, Steve Ollis, and that's OLLICE. And just do a little bit of fishing here in North Carolina, a little bit upstate New York, a little bit of bass fishing, a little bit of red drum fishing.
Awesome.
Do you ever do any red drum fishing?
I've never. It's on my bucket list.
So, what's your favorite type of fish to catch?
Well, I am the bass geek, so you know.
Is it smallmouth bass though?
Yeah, probably smallmouth.
Smallmouth used to be my favorite bass to catch until I got into red drum.
Oh, you can't make me spend more money. My wife.
Oh my gosh, you're in the wrong place. You're in the wrong place.
I know. Trust me. She didn't know this until right before we left, but I bought about a $200 swim bait. First cast, broke it off and lost it. So she was like, what? Well, you she knows. That one I'm out. Sorry, honey.
Yeah, I met Mike Buca here a few years ago, and the first year I looked at those baits, $50 for a bait, and I was like,
they've gone up.
But I'm glad the next year, I thought about it all year long and went back and got one the next year. I had him sign it.
Oh, that's
yeah,
awesome.
Because he's such a great guy.
He is. Mike's a great guy. Yeah. I've known Mike, I think, probably almost 10 years now. So he was great. He actually, I told him the story about how stupid, because it was 100% my fault why I lost it. I didn't pay any attention. I had it wrapped around the bait hanger. And when I went, snap. I just seen about this much line, the bait line. He literally was going to give me another 180. I was like, no. I know, honey, I should have taken it.
You
I'm
should've.
sorry,
Should've.
but I couldn't let him do it. That's a lot of hard work. So,
So, I mean, I fished with a $50 bait. What's it like fishing with a $200 bait?
well, you know, things start to suck up and you get real scared and nervous. But
pucker factor.
you know, it's 46 degrees and Mike's behind the camera. He was like, I'll jump in and get it. And I was like, no, man, it's like 14, 15 feet deep here. You know, 46 degree. I was like, you know,
it's gone.
If you're afraid to lose it, do not buy it.
Yeah,
that's the rule. That's the rule. Well, man, shout out your channel one more time.
Steve Ollis. My biggest video, I'm catching red drum, but I do catch some smallmouth bass and largemouth bass up at Cayuga Lake.
Nice.
And so go check it out. Thanks a lot, guys.
All right, we appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, man.
Thank you, man.
Great to meet you.
Appreciate
man.
it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Again, geeks, this is why you come to the expo. It's got to meet some more of the channel supporters. I'm going to let them introduce themselves.
My name is Connor. Hi, Mom. My name is John Nicholas. Hi, Jennifer.
So, where are you guys fishing at most of the time around here?
Sharon Harris and Jordan Lake.
Oh, y'all are lucky. I can't be friends with them anymore. They're fishing Great Lakes that I ain't never got to fish.
Well, this guy's jig fishing has helped us tremendously. His videos on jig fishing were awesome.
So, you guys got anything social media you want to shout out or anything?
Not really.
Do any club fishing or shout out?
No, sir, I don't.
All right.
Here's the club right here.
There you go. Trust me, if you're buying for two of you, I'm sorry. I understand. I'm so addicted to buying stuff that, you know, I'd be broke. I'd be real broke.
me for buying a reel.
Well, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for coming over.
Thanks again.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Nice to meet you. Geeks, so we're here at the catch booth. Now, something I want to talk about, we found these yesterday, picked up a couple of them, is this little tiny topwater bait. I cannot wait to get it back to the mountains of Virginia and catch some of those big largemouth that suspend. Hey man, how's it going?
Good. Kelly Barefoot, nice to meet you.
Hey, this is the owner and the artiste of the company, so let's go ahead. I'm going to let him tell you a little bit about this little bait.
So this little lure was a lure that was made in Japan back in the late 80s. It used to be made out of balsa. It's called the Viva Pencil. And it sits just like this in the water. The water line goes to here. So when you got those fish that come up short striking, your trebles are down at the bottom, they're not going to hit it. But its action is kind of like this. It dives down and straight back up. You literally can pop it and it'll go back in the exact same spot for those finicky fish. Got a couple multiple colors. About a year and a half ago we brought it back out. It used to be wood, now we put it into a regular ABS plastic body. It's a little bit more durable. You cast it better. Same action as it used to have. It is a fish catcher. So if you love the square bill family, we have two new introductions this year. This one is an old one we used to make in wood, and I brought it back this year. It's called the Icon. It used to be Mike Iaconelli's signature lure. It was originally hand carved. I can no longer carve because my hands are old and my eyes are shoddy. And this is our new bait, brand new this weekend also. It's a Cross 70. It's a resin bait, but as you can see, there's a ton of detail in it. They're both square bills, dive down about 2 to 5 feet. Timber bangers. That springtime, late fall action is what you're looking for. Shaking and cranking. So this is our bread and butter. This is our #1 selling fishing lure for 6 years running. It's called a jack slap. It's a little tungsten tailspin bait. Its hashtag is jackslap365 and anything with fins. We officially have 46 different species around the world caught on it currently. It will catch anything that's in the water. It loves crappie, loves bass, catfish. We've caught trout. Had a gentleman yesterday come from Puerto Rico, said he won a peacock bass tournament fishing the jack slap. So literally we'll catch anything that's swimming in the water. It's modeled after a little threadfin shad about the size of your finger. We'll catch anything. That would be the jack slap.
All right, man. Thank you for taking the time to talk to us.
Yes, sir.
Tell everybody where they can find you online.
We're at Catch Outdoors, and you can always get all of these tackle online there. And we also have Tackle Warehouse, Land Big Fish, and some other companies. So you can always find them, especially the jack slaps, and hopefully the icons soon will be there.
So catchoutdoors.com.
Yep.
Catchoutdoors.com. Man, thanks for taking the time to talk with us.
Appreciate it.
Cannot wait to make some videos with that little bait. I'm telling you, we're gonna whack them this summer.
We are. If you throw it, the only thing it requires is water.
I got you. I appreciate
Thank you again,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you.
Hey, let's go see if we can find some more awesome baits, just like the one this man has.
Well done. Y'all need to take some of those with you back home.
I'm going to. Folks, listen, met these guys a few years back. They were on. He was a little bit shorter back then.
A little less hairy.
You know, puberty does things to a man. That's all I'm going to say. But anyway, I'm going to let them introduce themselves. And I don't think she was around back then. But, you know, I don't know. I could be wrong.
No, I wasn't.
I'll let them introduce themselves.
I'm Ronnie McLeod.
I'm Kiara Bear.
And I'm Thomas.
Now, you guys want to say hi to anybody? I know. Better say hi to the person that didn't want to be on the camera over there. There she is.
Now she wants to be in it.
But y'all want to shout out to anybody? Say hi to anybody?
Hey to everybody at United.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Oh, good.
Who'd you say hi to? All right, guys. Listen, I appreciate y'all supporting the channel. Thanks for being on again.
Appreciate it,
Thank
man.
you very much.
Appreciate it, man.
Good to see you guys again. Thank you for being on too.
Thank you.
We appreciate. I appreciate y'all watching. It means the world to me. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you. Listen, I'm here every year that I come down here. You know, geeks, I told you, coming to the shows, you really make connections and find friendships. Will has been part of the BassGeek club, whatever you want to call us, since like 900 subscribers. We were getting ready to leave, but I was not leaving here until I got to hang out with Will for a little while. He's been around the channel forever. He's definitely one of the OBs, old Bass Geeks, that's with us. And Will, man, say hello or anything you want to say, buddy.
Hey guys, the one thing I do want to say, and Hank is right, he had 900 subscribers when I first found it. And I do believe that my first video, he was going through Flambeau boxes.
I bet it was.
So to give you just how far we've come along in our fishing gear and how far Hank has come along in the quality of his products that he carries or that he sponsors or that he turns you on to, you can't get any better than that. But the biggest point I want to make right now is that Hank is my brother and has been since I first saw him. And this year, the 100K has got to get blown out. We got to blow by the 100K. I know he didn't expect me to say that, but I got to tell you, man, we got to get Hank over the 100K.
I'd like to do it. You know, I mean, we'll grow, and we appreciate anybody. If we get there, we get there. We don't, we don't. We're having a fun time. And the good thing about it is getting to meet guys like this and really growing friendships over a sport we all love, we enjoy, an addiction in all the tackle, which is why we're here. I had to tell him to stop telling me about stuff he found because I've already spent so much money. I hope the wife don't watch this video. But yeah, man, Will, thank you, brother. Thank you. I appreciate you. I love you, brother.
I love you, man.
Good to, you know, this guy right here, I'm going to have to really spend some time with him, picking his brain about all the stuff all the ways he knows how to catch fish that I don't, to be honest.
We're going to get out on the water one
yes,
day. And,
absolutely.
And then just tear them up. He can teach me how to catch stripers.
I got to bring you up there for that. Listen, I found the lake last year. We were trying to find bass. We found them. They just wasn't the right ones, but that was a ride, let me tell you. Spinning rod, 8-pound test line, and a little 3/0 hook.
Oh my gosh.
And we were catching 12 and 15-pound stripers, so it was, shoo.
That is crazy. I caught one in my life. It was a 26-pounder, but I caught it on a 2-ounce jig with a 6-inch curly tail grub 40 feet down.
I got the lake for you then. I got the lake for you. And you got a good chance if you find the right one of maybe catching a 24 or 30 pounder up there.
Oh,
so
yeah.
now you just got to take your time. Will, brother.
You got plenty of time.
Always
Thank
good
you,
to see you, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
100K, boys.
All right, geeks. Me and Mike are back at the house, as you can see. That was a good time. Always love being and hanging out with you all. Get to meet some companies, get to meet and see some really innovative stuff, some innovative baits out there. Hope you all like what we share with you. I'll show you some stuff a little bit later, another video about what we actually bought, what I actually spent money on, but that'll be a little bit later. Like I say, the biggest part for me, the part that's probably the most important is getting to create that community, that network, getting to hang out with a lot of those cool people that support the channel. It's the funnest part. Anyway, hope you geeks enjoy tagging along with us when we do this. A lot of fishing content coming. It's been real cold, a lot of snow, a lot of ice. Hope you guys are being careful out there. But for right now, if you want to see some fishing, want to get your fishing fixed, I've got a long playlist of some fishing videos, and if you'll go right there, well, right there, and check out the fishing playlist. We appreciate it. Get your fishing fix. As always, questions, comments in the comment section below. You geeks know we love to talk about bass fishing. Like it if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you ring the bell. Join the 100% Watch Squad. It helps the channel. Or just watch as much as you can. We appreciate your time. You geeks rock.